Okay, good day, students. We will continue on the subject of trigonometry. We have looked at trigonometric ratios, sine, cos, tan. We've looked at secants, cosecants, cotangent. We have also looked at SOHCAHTOA, sine equals opposite of adjacent and all that. We have looked at Pythagoras theorem. We have also looked at trigonometric ratios for special angles. And that we considered 30 degrees, we considered 45 degrees, and we considered 60 degrees, 30, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. But just to be quick, let me quickly give us the trigonometric ratios for 0 and 90, although we are not going to prove that. Sine 0 degrees is 0, cos 0 degrees is 1, tan 0 degrees is 0. You get that? Sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1, and tan 0 is 0. Okay? And then for 90, sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0, and tan 90 is undefined. Infinity is undefined. Okay? All right, so that's that about that. Now, let me quickly say something about complementary angles. Complementary angles. We say these are angles that sum up to 180 degrees. So 190 degrees, sorry. Oh, so sorry about that. Complementary angles are angles that sum up to 90 degrees. All right. The angles that sum up to 180 degrees are supplementary angles. Okay, so please take note of that correction. All right, so the angles that sum up to 90 degrees are complementary angles. For example, e.g., 20 degrees and 70 degrees. They are complementary because when you add them, it gives you 90 degrees. Okay, 40 degrees and 50 degrees. Okay, 0 degree and 90 degrees. Okay, they are what we call complementary angles. 45 degrees and another 45 degrees, they will complement. Okay, so why do we study complementary angles? Because they have some things in common. So let's write, if alpha and beta are complementary angles, then pay attention, sine alpha will be equals to cos beta. Okay, sine alpha will be equals to cos beta. All right, so that means the sine of the first one will give us the same answer as the cos of the second one. Same way, sine beta is equals to cos alpha, and same way, tan alpha equals to cot beta. Okay, equals to cot beta. All right, so look at this. For example, 30 and 60 are complementary angles because they add up to 90 degrees. 30 and 60 are complementary angles. So if you look at 30 and 60 now, we have sine 30 is half, right? It's 1/2 from what we did in the last class. So we have cos 60 is 1/2. So sine 30 will give us cos 60, while sine 60 will give us cos 30. All right, sine 60 is 3/2. All right, sine 60 is 3/2. Same thing as cos 30 is 3/2. So we see that they are interchangeable. All right, sine of one will give us the cos of others, while the cos of one will give us the sine of the other. Okay, and the same thing goes for the tangent. If you have tan 30, tan 30 will give us 1/3. Okay, and cot 60 is like saying 1/tan 60. Okay, that will be 1/tan 60, right? So what is tan 60. Tan 60 is root 3. Okay, tan 60 is root 3. So the tan of 30 will be the cot of the other. So you must recognize this, that for complementary angles, the sine of one is equal to the cos of the other. The tan of one is equal to the cot of the other. Okay? All right, so we're going to, that would lead us to some questions that, we can see in our examination. There are some questions that we can be asked, from the knowledge of complementary angles. So I want us to pay attention to that. So let's write. Example. Given that sine theta equals to cos 3 theta, find theta. Now pay attention. Given that sine theta equals to cos 3 theta, find the value of theta. So pay attention to that. Solution. Now, we're told that sine theta equals to cos 3 theta. Okay, so what does that tell you? If sine of something is equal to the cos of the other thing, that means two of those angles are complementary. So what it implies is that this theta plus this 3 theta will give us 90 degrees. They are complementary. That's what it means. So it tells us that theta plus 3 theta will give us 90. So we have theta plus 3 theta is 4 theta equals to 90 degrees. Okay. So how do we get theta now? We have divided by 4, divide both sides by 4. 90 over 4 will be what? 2 here 2, 2 here 45, right? 2 here 1, 2 here 22.5. So theta equals to 22.5 degrees. Is that clear? Theta equals to 22.5 degrees. So that's how we solve questions that are related to complementary angles. Let's just take one question, and that will be all for today. Okay, that will be all for today. Given that, another question. Given that sine x plus 10 equals to cos x is equals to cos x, find x. Okay, find x. So let's try to solve. Solution. Since sine of something equals to the cos of something, it tells you that both of them add up to 90. So we have x plus 10 plus x gives us what? 90. So we have x plus x, 2x plus 10 equals to 90. So we have 2x equals to 90 minus 10. 2x equals to 80. Divide both sides by 2. X equals to what? 40 degrees. So that's about that. So next class, we're going to talk about solutions of miscellaneous questions, applications of trigonometry. This knowledge of sine, cos, and tan is applicable to bearing and distances, applicable to angle of elevation and depression, applicable to solutions of triangles, and we're going to try to take these questions one by one. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.